Pisces. Hello, fish. I'm going to do a reading for you, Pisces, for July, but I sense it's going to span for the next 6 months because we're into some legacy energy at the moment. And what's that about? Well, that's about the beginning of the building of the new. We can't quite know what that's about yet. So let's see what the field is going to show us. Now, primarily, I read for the inner landscape, so the inner feminine and the inner masculine, and where that's going to meet in the middle to create a new kind of relationship. But this reading might apply to you in a very real relationship that you're in, and that way it's going to make more sense. So take it how it lands, govern yourself accordingly, and drop what doesn't land with you. What we're going to do is a 16 card reading. I think I told Cancerians it was 17, so apologies to Cancerians, any Cancerians watching. 16 cards, and we're going to have a feminine column, masculine column, and then like a bridging column of where those energies can meet to build the new. I'm going to start with current energy, which archetypes are being harnessed, where you want to shine a light on those archetypes, what you're willing to change, what you want to achieve, and then we'll end with an abundance card. All right. We're going to start with the feminine, current energy. For me, what I'm getting with this is actually it's around ready to accept love. Let me phrase this as a question, Pisces. Generally, do you tend to give more than you receive or receive more than you give? Generally. This might also be about bringing more of yourself into the light. This might be about exchanging giftedness and what's that going to feel like for you to kind of challenge that self-projection of, I'm going to generalize here because I can't come up with an example, but let's say of someone quite normal who works in this job and dresses in that way. What if behind the scenes you're something completely different? It's like she's gathered her courage and sprung up out of the box in all of her beauty. And the first thing that comes to her is reciprocity. Thank you for sharing yourself to me. Here's a gift. And that might be a realization, an unexpected something. But she's opened her wings and leapt up out of the box that she's put herself in. Oh, wow. Yeah. You see the space here. This is the projected self, the normal boxed self. Unboxing. I might call this unboxing. Okay, so feminine's current energy, she's unboxing. Oh my gosh. Masculine doesn't quite know what to expect. Oh, wow. What I'm seeing here, guys, is she's actually wanting to take on a more androgynous role without becoming, you know, an expression of shadow masculine, or without becoming the martyred feminine, you know, so to raise the family alone and do it all alone. It's just feels androgynous. This is about finding a different center of gravity. It's a shifting of position. But it's coming from quite a strong place. This is the strongest point of it. 1910-1 is that initiatic rebirth, the completion, Shiva Shakti energy, it's the completion and the birth. Okay. The middle ground for the masculine and the feminine. So this is about, oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Okay. This is really interesting. So she is unboxing. Can you see that? She is unboxing. Yeah, loud and clear. I'm moving these cards. This is the masculine. This is the meeting point. So it's almost like that masculine energy had to come in through this before he can see himself as this. Wow, we're talking to this. It's about the rebirth of masculinity within Pisces, 12th house. I think you've got Jupiter. You'll have to check the dates on them. And Neptune currently in retrograde. So it's a real slowing down of energy. Slowing down and expansion of energy. What this is telling me is, so the antlers are about dominance and power. They are about rutting. Okay. Right. So the other day I was sitting in the garden and I was listening to one of the neighbours play ping pong. And two young lads playing ping pong. One of the brothers knew how to play ping pong. He wanted to play by the rules. The other didn't know the rules, didn't know how to play ping pong, but wanted to win at all costs. And when I tuned into their energy, what I saw were two stags rutting. I saw no learning, no teaching, no grace, no humility. Nothing grew in that space. It just got squashed and killed and cut back with a scythe. And there was no respect. Now, if we expand this to a masculine paradigm, and we now see the powerful, majestic stag in all of his ruttingness, actually clean. Actually questioning his own masculinity within the masculine. Going, I made a mess. I made a fucking big mess. Comic. This is comic. Wowie and wowie and wowie. My gosh. Okay. I sense this is going to go big. I haven't looked at these cards yet, Pisces. So we're going to move to, the archetypes. The archetype that the feminine wants to harness or is harnessing. I'm getting a kind of curve between the Matahari, kind of powerful, shadowy femme fatale, and the kind of ballerina femme fatale. Yes, I'm taking that in a different expression. And I'm curious about what gets born, what gets birthed when these two femme fatales, classic expressions of femme fatale, become reconciled in this flexibility. So the light attributes of the femme fatale are about the erotic energy of the feminine, open-heartedness when dependency is rejected, right? It's quite an autonomous energy. Power comes from within, and how she uses it and how she moves through that sacral energy. Shadow attributes, inappropriate use of sensuality. So that's power and manipulation over men. And, you know, you can go to Eros denied here with the only way a woman has been able to, I put a question mark on this because I'm not jiving with this. But one of the ways a woman has been able to just survive in the world is to emotionally manipulate men. So inappropriate use of sensuality and sexuality, I guess, attachment to money and power, right? The elevation of that. It's about lifting up the wild woman. So I've got something quite 12th housey coming in here. It's quite shadowy and dark. It is a darkened room full of cobwebs of what's been suppressed for so long, like not just this lifetime, for so long. And of course, who would hold that better than the very cosmic Pisces? Massive, massive, massive energy. So the femme fatale, in her essence, is about, well, let's call it what it is. This is raw Kundalini. It's just lifting up that Kundalini and using it in the world in a really balanced way. It is about unboxing the wild. That's what I'm going to call it. Unboxing the wild. So I'm curious to see how the masculine is going to interact with it. Right. With it so far. Masculine is harnessing the archetype. This is huge. This is huge. This is going to call into question the objectifying of women. Just give me a minute. This is really unraveling something big. So this is the masculine's archetype, wants to harness the archetype of companion so he can come into new relationship with self and with other, with feminine. The light attribute of companionship is about loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness. I'll put that in mind. I'm not sure there are any words. It feels expansive and grown up. Expansive and grown up, companion. So I'm going to make this about men and women because it's moving out. The energy is moving out. Okay, so that's activating solar plexus, which is the active masculine, wanting to interact in a different way by not objectifying women, by not, it's the end of give to get. It's that give to get relationship. It's the end of, gosh, wow. He's actually challenging that within her, the femme fatale. And a companion is a friend first and foremost, generally in relationships. It's about chemicals and physical attraction. You don't get to all the good stuff until you've been together long enough to get completely conned about, oh, I thought this was love. Love doesn't get, no, stop it. What gets born is enough chemicals to bring two people together. Then they've got to work their tish out, right? Companionship is a brilliant energy because it listens and it speaks. Again, exchanging gifts. It's about reciprocity, give and take, not all take, not all give. Wow. Beautiful. Really, it's going to elevate the masculine. If he's cleaning up his staggishness and his ruttingness and wanting to move into companionship, then holy Tish, that's big. That's paradigm shifting. Look what they're going to build. This is the bridging point between the feminine's femme fatale wanting to rise and the masculine's companion wanting to rise. It doesn't get any better, does it? Pioneer birthing something radical and different. A passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Bring it, Pisces. Bring it. Wow. Not even want to talk into that. Now then, yes, absolutely. Let's look at the light that wants to be shone onto these archetypes. So for the feminine, the light that she wants to shine onto the femme fatale is metamorphosis. Or this passionate energy. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. And we surrender in that highly intuitive 11 energy. And Pisces have got enough water to swim deep, to go into that 11. Deep into the cosmic water. Metamorphosis of how she expresses power and strength. Again, this is very sacral. It's Kundalini. Kundalini rising. Beautiful. Gosh. Masculine. It's all becoming quite self-evident now. You know, I've stopped talking so much. I've never drawn this card. What a glorious image. Okay. The light that the masculine wants to shine on his companion archetype. Consciousness is light. Consciousness as light is what I want to say. Consciousness is light. Yeah, it kind of just speaks for itself, doesn't it? The masculine wants to become so conscious of her light that he kind of doesn't get in the way, he doesn't expect it to look a kind of way, to be a kind of way, or sound a kind of way. just up, I get upholding here, and upholding of the feminine, a lifting up of the feminine. Even when she causes a tidal wave and brings ships to ground, can he still see her in her light? Can he still see her in her light? I see darkness, beautiful darkness coming through here. Or will he judge her as a witch? Pisces has some power for you to harness in this next 6 months. There's some real power for you to harness. Just have this for Cancer. This came through for Cancer on the masculine side. There's a meeting point between metamorphosis and life lantern. Radical self-acceptance. You in your power. And I feel a bit shy, actually. I feel a bit shy, like I want to cover up my throat, my hair, heart, my heart. And if the masculine no longer sees the feminine as a sexual object or a vessel, then she can truly be this deep-breasted woman and still be majestic. I wish they'd made her look like a hag, actually. Really bring that raw feminine beauty through. The kind of beauty that looks scarred, like it's come through real battles. Radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. Remember, the personality projects what you want others to see. And in a quite egoic, narcissistic paradigm, I'm generalizing, that can be a bit reticent. I was getting recessive there. Yeah, that can be recessive, reticent, sanitizing, distorting, filtering, all of that. The radical self-acceptance is how you stand up is how you are. How you turn up is how you are. How you are in the essence of yourself when you're alone is how you are. Right, I gotta go soon. I gotta go soon. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Feminine. This is what she wants to achieve. Eight is karma, success, movement, involution, evolution, involution, evolution, going up to spirit, bringing it down into matter. It's a constant moving flower of life. And owls tend to hunt at night. We've got nighttime coming through here. This is the hidden self, the dark self, the wise self, the metamorphic self. Be the hunter, not the hunted. That's going to question your people pleaser. It's going to question your masculine. That's going to question your masculine, friends. The masculine wants to be that. Wow. Sacred Fool doesn't really overthink it. Just kind of is with what is conscious, is aware, has cleaned up old archetypes, old belief systems. P.S. This isn't going to happen overnight. This is the building of the legacy. And to no longer be puppet master or puppet, but just to be in his essence as companion to self and companion to others, with no expectation, just companion through friendship. Wow. So in the 3D life, this might look like the masculine active part of you is going to start creating in a very different way as you bust out the box together from the look of it. Different kinds of creation in the world. How exciting. This came out, I have shuffled all of these cards. This came out Cancer as well. The middle ground for what you want to achieve. What do you feel? Okay. You go to the body's natural intelligence, it will guide you. It will guide you. What do you feel? Not what do you think? Not what do you want? Not what do you expect? Not what do you wish for? What do you feel? Right? Companion femme fatale are getting uplifted here. So what do you feel? Again, this is Kundalini. This Kundalini kicking off. Wow, wow, and wow. Interesting. Yeah. So moving into that body intelligence, active intelligence within the body at a cellular level. What did I say for, sorry, I'm just going to backtrack. For this row, Sacred Rebels row, was about what you are willing to change. Did I say this is what you want to achieve? If I did, I was mistaken. Hang on. Notice how these cards are changing. It's like the energy is moving minute to minute in this reading. Right. This row wants to change. Because that was right. Sorry for the confusion. We're going to go back a little to what are you willing to change? Feminine. What are you willing to change? Well, impatience, poverty consciousness, lack thinking. I did all of this work and nothing's happening. When's it going to grow? When can I harvest? This is about coming into trust with the creative being that you are. Coming into trust that there is a weird sense of timing that doesn't match human timing, where the cogs come together and suddenly thing. So she's willing to change impatience and lack consciousness. And sometimes in that lack of consciousness, we can switch to the shadow, femme fatale, to get. Yeah, so she's wanting to change that. What he is willing to change. His relationship with reciprocity is what he wants to change. Remember, the current energy for the feminine is exchanging. reciprocity. So there's a nice diagonal balance here. Giving and getting, loving and being loved, supporting and being supported, rather than, thank you, rather than supporting so that you can be this powerful rutting stack. Wrong motivation, low motivation. But lifting that motivation is clean it out. Yeah. He's willing to change reciprocity. She's willing to change lack consciousness. And we're going to do this in that balancing two energy, two of material earth, two of manifestation. I calmly make the best possible decision because I tune in. What do I feel? What do I feel? Because it might be that you spent a year building that. Okay? Leave that, it's growing. Into your body, and what does your body want you to create? What does your higher self want you to create? Radical self-acceptance. Okay, so that's what they're willing to change. Lack consciousness and reciprocity. What she wants to achieve is to become the hunter. And this is where it gets androgynous. This is where she wants to come into her power and create from it. And the Pisces. He wants to achieve the sacred pull, less thinking, more doing, more instinctual, pure instinct, not rotten stag, masculine power, instinct. And they're going to achieve that by tuning in. What's the feeling? What's the feeling? Feel. You're Pisces. You have the depth of an ocean. And you're super cosmic beings. So it's beautiful. Right. Pisces, let's have an abundance card for you, and then I'm going to love you and use you. Thank you. Oh, no way. No way. It's a dolphin. Oh God. Glow state. How beautiful. How beautiful. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. What you're willing to change is to respond in calmness and peace. Right? Unboxing the wild self. That's what I'm going to call this. Pisces, thank you for sharing your vast cosmic energy with me. That was a cracking journey. I hope this makes sense. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, govern yourselves accordingly. I'm leaving you with my love for today. Take good care and see you soon.